Hello, and welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where we unpack the amazing science behind our world. Today, we're traveling back in time, not with a time machine, but with something arguably even cooler: artificial intelligence. Our destination? The dusty caves of Qumran, home to one of the greatest archaeological finds in history, the Dead Sea Scrolls. For decades, these ancient manuscripts have held their secrets close. But a new AI named Enoch is blowing the dust off and rewriting everything we thought we knew. Imagine finding a collection of ancient texts, including some of the oldest known copies of the Hebrew Bible. It's a historian's dream, but it comes with a massive challenge. How do you know exactly how old they are? For years, scholars relied on paleography, which is the study of ancient handwriting. It's a valuable skill, but it's like trying to guess someone's age just by looking at their signature. It's subjective and leaves a lot of room for error, especially when you have over 1,000 scrolls and fragments to sort through. This is where the game changes. Researchers at the University of Groningen in the Netherlands launched a groundbreaking initiative called the Enoch Project. This isn't just one expert's opinion. It's a powerful combination of hard science and cutting-edge AI. First, the team takes tiny samples from a few scrolls and uses radiocarbon dating to get a reliable, empirical age. Think of this as getting a few definite birth certificates. Then, they take super high-resolution images of the handwriting on these confirmed scrolls and feed them to the AI Enoch. Enoch is a deep neural network that was trained to see what the human eye can't. It performs a ridiculously detailed geometric analysis of the handwriting. It looks at the micro-level stuff, like the tiny curves of the ink traces, and the bigger picture, like the overall shape of each letter. By linking these unique handwriting patterns to the solid carbon-14 dates, Enoch learns to predict the age of any other scroll just by looking at its script. And the results are stunning. Enoch can estimate a manuscript's date with a margin of error of just 30 years. To put that in perspective, for a specific period between 350 BCE, that's even more accurate than the original radiocarbon dating method. When human experts checked Enoch's work, they found it was accurate 79% of the time. So, what has this new AI historian told us? The first major bombshell is that many of the Dead Sea Scrolls are much older than we believed. We're not talking a few years. We're talking decades, even centuries. This completely changes the timeline for how ancient Jewish writing styles evolved. Styles we called Herodian, for example, were actually being used much earlier than King Herod's time. But here's the most mind-blowing discovery so far. Two biblical manuscripts, one containing the Book of Daniel and the other Ecclesiastes, have been dated so early that they may have been written within just a few years of when the texts themselves were originally composed. That means we might be looking at the first editions of these biblical books. The Scroll of Daniel, for instance, was dated to a period decades earlier than previously thought, placing it right around the time scholars believe the second part of the book was written. This is the historical equivalent of finding a first folio Shakespeare in a forgotten attic. The AI's talents don't stop at dating either. The same team previously used AI to analyze the famous Great Isaiah Scroll. To our eyes, the writing looks perfectly uniform, as if one person wrote the whole thing. But the AI detected subtle, person-specific differences in the way the ink was applied, tiny variations in muscle movement. The conclusion? It was the work of two different scribes, both trying to mimic the exact same style. This gives us a fascinating new glimpse into how these ancient texts were created collaboratively. The Enoch Project is just getting started. Only a fraction of the scrolls have been analyzed, and the team plans to make the AI model publicly accessible. This will allow scholars all over the world to upload their own digital manuscripts and get back incredibly precise date estimates, all without damaging the fragile originals. This is a perfect example of how the technology of the future is unlocking the deepest secrets of our past. As Enoch continues to scan these ancient texts, Who knows what other revolutionary discoveries are waiting to be found, further illuminating the origins of the Bible and the history of humanity itself. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online. We'll see you next time.